Hey everyone, I hope this video finds you safe and blessed in the Lord. And forgive me if I'm breathing a little hard. I just finished mowing the grass, and like all dads, we got to show off our lawn. I'm really proud of this lawn. Of course, the rain has helped. Hey Abby, say hello to everyone. Abby always keeps me company. Gordo usually runs away and hides. He doesn't like the lawnmower so much. But Abby is a little bolder, and she likes to just chill out in this freshly mown grass. As I was cutting the grass, as I always do, I inspect my precious fig tree. But I want to share something with you that happened recently. If you look, you'll see some dead limbs over there. Unfortunately, recently, the heavy rains caused this section here to collapse, and I had to cut down some limbs, two big limbs from it. It made me sad because those were very fruitful limbs. But unfortunately, that just sometimes happens, and I had to cut them down to save the tree. But as I was expecting it, I was rejoicing it because, boy, is this thing just filled with all kinds of figs everywhere, all the way to the top. You can see even here, you can see figs. I'm going to have to find a ladder or figure out how to get down there. But I just rejoice because this tree has always been fruitful. And here's the deal. I'm not sharing this video with you just because this fig tree is so fruitful. You've known, for those of you that have been walking with me these last 7 years, you know that I planted that tree when we first started the church, and I see a lot of the church in that. And as the church has been fruitful, so has that fig tree. But that's not why I'm excited. Let me show you why I'm so excited. You see this tree? It is a pear tree. I haven't spoken a lot about that pear tree, and let me tell you why. How much fruit do you think that pear tree has borne over the last 7 years? 0. And not too long ago, I had a conversation with Marco, and I said, this is the 7th year. If it doesn't bear fruit this year, I'm going to do to it what Jesus did to that fruitless fig tree. And I was cutting the grass, and again, rejoicing over this fig tree. And lo and behold, I see this. Man, seeing that little fruit on that little tree brought me about as much joy as seeing all of that fruit on that fig tree. And I remember not too long ago, whenever I did a devotional on the fig tree, I remember asking the Lord a question. I had a question. I said, Lord, when Jesus cursed that fig tree for not bearing fruit, I wonder what would have happened if there had been just one fig on that tree. And I just remember asking the Lord that. And I closed my Bible and I thought of it no more and went to sleep, and I hadn't thought about it since. When I saw that little fruit on that pear tree, I knew the answer. It was like the Lord was saying, I don't know, Irby. What would have happened if there would have been just one fig? I know the answer. That would have been enough to make the Lord smile. And here's why I think it's so important. I think that sometimes when we walk with the Lord, we feel insufficient. We feel like we're not doing enough. We feel like we're not impressive to the Lord. We go to church and we see everybody's doing better. We look on Facebook and we see, boy, look at that. They got their life together. And we feel like we're just not bearing much fruit. Maybe you feel that way. Maybe you look like this pear tree and you feel like, man, I'm seeing all these fig trees bearing fruit and look at me. But let me tell you something. I think the Lord feels a lot like I do. I planted that little tree just as much as I did this one. And it brought me as much joy to see that one small piece of fruit on that tree. And that was sufficient. And I want you to know that no matter how big or small you think your offerings are to the Lord, what matters to the Lord is that you're bearing the fruit that you were meant to bear. And so don't be discouraged whenever you feel like there's not a whole lot of fruit on your limbs. I guarantee you that when the Lord sees even that small piece of fruit on your tree, He smiles. He smiles at you. So I want you to be encouraged today, and I want you to press on in your life. And if you don't have a church, you need to find a church, because it's the church what helps you bear fruit. And if you don't have a church, you come see us at New Spirit Church. We'll help you bear fruit. And for those of you at New Spirit Church, I want you to be encouraged by this. Press on in the good work. God is watching. God is encouraging you, and it matters to God. And until next time, my friends, God bless you.